So here's a cool game I just made in Google Gemini without writing a single line of code. The AI did the whole thing for me. If you want to know how to make a game like this, watch this video and I'll tell you how to do it. So let's get started with Google Gemini. I've gone to gemini.google.com as normal. Here's my starting screen. I'm going to make sure that thinking is turned on. I'm going to click down here where it says tools and I'm going to choose Canvas like that. So I'm going to produce an animal classification game. I'm going to give the children a range of animals and I want them to sort them into the right vertebrate groups. So let's start by typing in my prompt. Create an interactive game for primary students about animal classification. Include categories for mammals, fish, amphibians, reptiles and birds. The student should be able to click a button to see a random vertebrate animal and then click the correct category to sort it. So that's all there. Canvas is selected, thinking is selected. I will click submit and Gemini will start to produce the game for me. It'll go into canvas mode and you can see the code starting to appear on the side over here. So here's the game that's produced for me. It gives me the preview in this window over here and it tells me kind of how the game works. You can then try it out and have a play. So I'm going to get an animal, frog, he's going to go into amphibians, correct. Kangaroo, that's mammals, correct. Click on toad, that's an amphibian, and so on. Now that's quite nice, but it's quite a limited list of animals. It's only giving me 15 animals there. So I'm going to ask it to give me a few more animals. So let's start by asking it to add some more animals to the list. It'll start to think about it. It'll update the game to add more animals to the list for me. And it's now added 30 animals to the list with some tricky ones. Challenge the children. Now the other thing I noticed it do when I was playing it was I was getting the same animal, so I got eagle a couple of times. So I'm going to ask it now to make it so the list is randomized with no repeats until all the animals in the list are shown once. And there we go. So it's updated the game again. It's now created a list of 30. It'll run through that in order. You can see how many you've got left to go and you can see how much your streak is. You've got correct in one go there. So this is where Canvas really shines. You can get your initial prototype of the thing that you want and you can keep prompting Canvas to make changes, to add different bits to it, to refine your model until you're happy with it. So you can set this up to maybe have a sound when you get it right and a different sound when you get it wrong, a reset button, all these different things you can start to suggest. You ask it to do it, it'll do it for you, which is great. I've not had to type a single line of code. I've just told it what I wanted and Canvas will do the rest. Now, if I want to share this with my class, here's my game here. I can just go up to the share button at the top here. I can click on there and I can click share. That'll then give me a link for sharing. I can just copy that link and I can post that onto your class VLE. I can share that maybe via a QR code so they can scan it with their iPads and play the game, or we can send it in an email home. So really easy to share. You can also copy the contents of the code, which you can share with your colleagues, and they can then use that as the basis for their own games as well if they want. So building interactive games doesn't have to take a huge amount of time and a huge knowledge of different coding platforms. You can ask tools like Canvas to create it all for you. It's really quick and really simple. All you've got to do is think of the games. Hope you found that useful. Please go and play, explore. Hope you come up with some great games. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what worked really well. I'll be back with some more AI tips and videos really soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for your time. Cheers. Goodbye.